Hello, welcome to Introspection with Jeff. I wanted to apologize if my videos, actually I feel kind of embarrassed, if my videos have been out of sync sometimes, hopefully not much. Hopefully not many of them have been affected in terms of syncing with between my voice and my lips. I'll have to go through and check, but I cleared out some videos from the program I'm using. I'm using Photo Booth. It may sound ancient to many of you, but they're saved. I saved them in the folder on my desktop. But apparently maybe they were cluttering up. Maybe that was the delay, because I noticed over time that the Photo Booth had acquired a long time in opening up and preparing. So I cleared out some of those, and I'll clear some spring cleaning on it. The other thing I wanted to do is do a quick video before I have to go back to work. I have here a sheet of paper. This is the wrong paper. Hope that wasn't legible on screen. Basically, I've been thinking about Madonna. I've been thinking about the writer's block video that I set up sort of as a part one before I did that. I think I did a video after that yesterday. But this ties in, what I wanted to say ties in pretty well. I saw a video yesterday. It was something like the 10 things that Madonna doesn't want people to know. And so I'm right at that point where I started in my part one. I ended with beginning my Madonna movie project. I wanted to explore my methodology, how I went about writing it, and then working on it afterward. I ended it with a mention of a letter from CAA, Creative Artists Agency, saying they weren't interested. And I'll continue on with that. But I wanted to mention that, all right, to put it out there, I had developed a crush on Madonna for certain reasons. At the time, in the mid to late 1990s, when I was in college, and thus I created this project to impress her. I guess I saw two sides at the time. I saw two sides of her, like an intelligent, artistic, creative side, and then like an egotistical, sort of control freak side. And I don't know, I've never met her. I'm just relying on what other people have said, but I saw the video yesterday that was by somebody else talking about what had been reported about her from people who had met her, dated her, and so forth. Basically, I'd like to open up the topic. Maybe you have, not necessarily Madonna, but somebody else. I wondered, have you had some person you looked up to, some celebrity, some famous person that you looked up to, and then you learned more about them, and then you questioned, or you met them in person? Maybe you were lucky enough to meet them in person, and you were kind of disillusioned. So I figured, I felt kind of disillusioned. My attraction to her appeal, weakened. Well, I believe at first, it was a few years back, like a handful of years back, where I decided, I had sent some letters to her, not expecting anything back, but I figured I would get these thoughts off my chest, because there were things like about Kabbalah and about my perspectives on the world and so forth. I wanted to share with her, and I wanted to get it off my chest. So I sent a few letters over a span of time, and I sent one more letter around 2017, something like that. just as a final letter and just get it all over with and so forth. And I wanted to face reality that I'm probably never going to be able to meet her or talk with her, never going to get the opportunity to impress her. I don't know if this film project would be finished. I talked with an indie producer, an independent producer, who deals with smaller budget films some weeks back. I don't remember how many, maybe a couple months, something like that. And he loved the idea. He said he was a fan of hers when she was more pop. I mean, decades ago when she was in the limelight more. And he loved the idea. He couldn't get into the project because he basically, the gist was he wanted me, he couldn't get involved in it until there was other help or other hands in helping out before he could step in. But he recommended some people to contact, like for legal advice and so forth. Like, for example, even if I didn't use her as a character, I would still need legal advice on the music, the 1980s music I'd want to put in there and so forth. So he suggested doing a 10-minute video and as like a sample. Like George Lucas originally did a THX 1138, his film, as a college project. And then he filmed a feature-length version of it. And when this man suggested it, I thought, wow, I could have done that before, or at least, why didn't I push more towards doing something like that before? And I should get into that. I should delve into that in my next video. This is a preview, like a teaser for the video coming up, because I don't have much time before I have to go to work. It's 1:54 p.m. Monday. Basically, I'm opening it up. Has anyone felt disillusioned by what they've heard, or if they've met the person the celebrity that they would have loved to have met, they looked up to? I'd like to also examine why I was attracted to her, like what for so long, what aspects. The outset, I'm thinking. Well, I'll get into that in the video. I don't want to say anything really in detail right here. I also want to say that perhaps that's why that's one reason why the movie was so difficult to write and develop, because I was trying to write it with her in mind, to portray her accurately. And I don't want to say that I softened her. I kept trying to soften her portrayal in the story, but it's like whenever I went on one end making her soft and relatable, like sympathetic, I felt no, that's not the way she's remembered by some people. It doesn't strike me as true to the Madonna that is usually talked about. And then when I make her like egotistical and self-centered, it seems like I'm casting her in too much of a bad light. So I always felt that between the two, back and forth, back and forth. I want to delve into that further, but basically a third thing I want to say is I've only had 2 comments to my videos, so, and I love getting feedback. As a creative person, I want to get feedback. So I would please encourage you all to give feedback, comment, like, and subscribe, as they say, although I don't like the way people say that in just about every video. It sounds like a broken record. But I do like the fact that right now, I guess I can brag at this point that I have 600, my channel has had about 615, something 618 views, and I have about 16 subscribers, something like that. I'm not paying attention to exact numbers because my goal is simply to express myself and get my thoughts out there. Again, like a form of therapy, and perhaps to help others, well, hopefully to help others who are going through similar situations. Okay, so I'll see you all in the next video. I'll talk with you all in the next video. Thanks.